Testing. Testing. Oh, let me check something real quick. Hello there, welcome in. I think I got things situated. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay. Hello there, I hope your week well. Thank you. I hope yours went well too. A good thing, something that I actually made, but I actually embedded a equalizer and noise gate and denoise into my microphone, so I don't have to worry about using third-party programs to do the equalization, denoise, and all that stuff, and I just pretty much have to run through my regular microphone, which is pretty nice. It's actually like really lightweight, so I don't have to worry about anything at all. Hello there, Shadow and Sunkira. Welcome. Good evening to you guys. How are you guys weekend? I mean, I don't know if I really want to distribute it. I mean, I could, but it's just like, the only thing that it does is pretty much, it integrates with your APO config, or pretty much your audio.exe, and it uses the direct connection from your microphone to pretty much run a .dll to do the equalization, the treble, bass, denoise. I use RNN or RN noise, and it's been working pretty well. If I combine both the noise gate and the RN noise, then it works pretty well with trying to get rid of background noise. But I'm pretty much using I'm just using like a default non-copyrighted background music of the Empty Night Street. So that's not my microphone, it's just the background music. Something to give a little bit more of an ambiance. And hello there, Rainbow. Welcome in. But yeah, hope you guys have had a good week. I'll be streaming something tomorrow. Probably a game, maybe. Maybe. Hello there, Sugar Waffle. Welcome in. And Copper as well. How has your guys' weekend been? It's been a long week. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like with my work, my weeks have been pretty quick. I've been well. I am hanging in there. Welcome in, Elkimana and Inrix. How's your guys' weekend been? Or week been? And congratulations for making it into Friday, or technically Saturday for some people. Oh, nice. I hope the meeting or the appointment goes well. Uni stuff. So I'm guessing spring break has already ended for you, or for you guys. Exams and all that. Oh, honestly, I'm glad that I don't need to do academics, but there's a time where I probably need to get my education going a little bit further. Spend most of your long weekend cleaning at home. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I did some errands today, and pretty much got everything done for the week. Pretty much Saturday is gonna be the start of my week. How's it like juggling your education with like work? Mm. Partner speech. What is a partner speech? Do you have to do it alongside with someone and take turns, or is that something else? 5 to 9. Like part-time, like 5 p.m. or no, never mind, 9 to 5. Sorry, I read it backwards. I see, I see. It sucks when that happens, so especially when it's partner work. Sometimes I kind of wish that the scope of group projects or partner projects can be scaled down to individual projects, but well, not everything works like that. Also, is my voice too muffled? I feel like my voice is kind of muffled in a way. Okay. I've been trying to fine tune the EQ to make sure that my voice has some clarity in it while not too much of a bass. So I had to juggle between like modifying the bass and the treble. But I think it's fine. I do kind of want to make it a little bit warmer though. But yeah. I'm not good with, well, I'm kind of good with group projects in a way. Like I can do my own work, but it really depends on the other person and communication as well. Oh, hello there, Caleb Wolf, or Caleb Wolf. Welcome in. Yeah, I don't know. There's like classes out there that require you to learn AI or utilize AI, and like I can't really think much about that. I can't really give my firm opinion on that, but all I can say is like I hope that they kind of stop doing that in a way. Yeah. So, like, machinery isn't as accurate as human minds, so, yeah. Sometimes you're forced to be the group leader in projects like that. Yeah, that is understandable. Especially if the person is introverted, then it's gonna be a bit of an issue. Hello there, Lucas Pennywise. Welcome in. Hope your week's been going well. Hope everyone who came in just recently, I hope your week has been well. But yeah, that kind of sucks. Like, being forced to learn AI for your class is not as good as being taught, like, the basics of the general education that you're having. Like, I feel like when people are being taught AI, they just have to, like, understand different prompts, I think. Like, learning how to utilize AI's prompts. And it's just the person just asking the AI to do things or trying to use it with your workspace, but I don't think that would be valuable at all in a way. Like, creative ideas, like, if you're trying to get like a list or idea of what to do, not like generating AI art or anything like that. I mean, it gives you an idea, but it's probably an idea that's been used by a lot of other people. That sucks. What's Malaysia? Wait. No worries. Work has been busy. Oh, hello there, Rion. Sorry about that. Being an introvert working in fast food is draining. I feel like it is, definitely. If you're a cashier or anyone who's dealing with communicating with the customers, I believe, then it's a little bit awkward in a way. For me, with my job, I don't necessarily interact with the customers or the patrons. I just do my job fixing the machines and then go back to the office. Can you really teach AI? Prompt engineering is technically a thing, but loads to associate it with engineering. Like, no, it's not, how can I say this? It's finite. Like, very finite. Like, our brains are much more functional than AI, so yeah, I don't really think that using this for infrastructure or engineering would be safe in a way. Like, obviously, if you're ever going to have to use that, then there's always going to have to be someone to at least check or make sure that everything is proper. But yeah, it's it's a bit of a doozy, I guess. But yeah. Yeah, if you're trying to come up with something from scratch or trying to formulate something like as brand new out of the box, then there's going to be issues in a way. Thank you very much for the stretch and hydrate, Chestnut, and welcome in. Hope your week has been well. It is 10 p.m., so actually, funny thing is, though, is I've actually been sleeping around like 6 to 7 a.m. and like waking up at around 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty late, but I'm just used to it. How's the quiet Dirk doing? I'm doing well, in a way. I am living. And hello there, Coney and Wizard Wing. Welcome in. And Grave as well. Hope you guys are doing well. Yeah. Nothing really much has been going on in my week, in a way. But there's some kind of work drama, not related to me, but more relative to a different worker. Good evening. Yes, good evening to you as well. Yeah, so I guess more of like not much of a story, but just a general gist of what has been going on. So I'm like truly grateful that I'm not in third shift. I'm glad that I worked in first and second shift, but apparently there was a worker. I mean, I've actually kind of noticed it from my end too, but there's this one worker who comes into work and basically doesn't do anything. Only if they are being supervised or if there's a higher up in like their general area. So people have been expressing their concerns where they're mostly doing the work on the floor and the other person is just nowhere to be seen. And that's pretty much just not like stealing money, but more of getting paid to do nothing in a way. Like heck, like we don't really do that much depending on how many projects we have coming up. But it's really shitty to have someone else do all the work in that same shift and be the only one working out there. So I I felt really bad for the new hire who was stationed in third shift. It just I don't know what to say about that. So like the me and my supervisor or lead, we were telling like the higher ups, hey, like we would be very glad to have the new hire come over to our shift or yeah, second shift, and we will be teaching him how to do stuff more than he would learn in third shift. He doesn't really have that much opportunities to learn our job, so it would be pretty nice to have someone that I could mentor in a way. And he is like much better than the guy that I don't like working with in my shift. I don't really want to say that, but it's like I just feel a lot more comfortable him being in our shift than him staying in third shift. Yeah, not really bad luck. It's just that we are running out of people, but some of our labor is kind of portioned enough to be very minimal functional in a way. There's only 3 people working in my shift. All 3 people need to be working on Saturday, but everything is very spread apart, where there is at most 2 people working per day. And if someone calls off, it's just going to be one person working the entire shift by themselves. And I've had that case multiple times before. So, I don't know. I tell myself a lot that I should not move out, go to a different job or try to find a different job. But it's actually, it has its ups and downs. Like, I could continue working here with not that much harsh work environment, and there's a lot of downtime as well, because I usually get things done as soon as possible. Yeah. I don't know. What are your guys' like working conditions for those out there who are currently working? Do you at least somewhat enjoy your work? I don't know, just putting a putting this out there. See how everyone else is doing with their jobs and all that. Just that the working environment has just been very, how can I say this, abnormal lately. I don't know. Just with how the whole economy is going on right now, it's just, yeah. It's a lot of rush. Yeah, I can't really do well with customer service at all. But I can work independently and work on machinery. But yeah. Oh, I... Yeah, that's the thing. Like, the people that you're working with are pretty nice, but the customers or patrons can be pretty shitty sometimes. Oh, okay, okay. I see, yeah. That is true. Uh, I don't know why people can be assholes a lot. Like, we're just doing our job, and if people are just correlating with our work efficiency or what we're doing to the entire company, then it is very, how can I say it? Not demotivating, but just like demoralizing in a way. Oh, hello there, Jean. Welcome in. Being a diva to some pace. 20 different entrees. Be ready in 15 minutes. Why is it? Oh no. Yeah. That's the thing though, like sometimes applications can be pretty inaccurate and they're just giving you a estimate, not the exact time. I don't think people should be treated badly in any way when it comes down to customer service. Hello, thank you very much for the follow. Is it okay if I just call you EXO? Oh, why is your username like that, Nayu? Hello. Thank you so much for the follow, Nayu. Hope you're doing well. Stopping in to say hi, thank you. I hope your day goes well. Oh, you got locked out of your other one? Oh, I see, I see. Well, I do hope that you get it back in a way. I would always prefer to take ticket because I just scan them, do simple IT support, or just send them in their way to the box office. Yeah, I think that is pretty nice sounding in a way. Unless there's like people who are trying to actively be Karens and do something about not having a ticket at all. I don't know. If the vibes at the workplace are not it, then you better get out there ASAP. The thing is, though, is that everything is kind of a mixed bag for me. Like, I don't, am not required to do customer service or even talk to the patrons. I just need to do my job to fix the machines. That is pretty much it. And yeah. So it's like, I like the job, but I don't like interacting with the customers. Ushering in the arena, especially with concerts, are... Yeah, that is true. Some people are like, how can I say this? It's like they genuinely believe that they are seated in a specific spot, but it's just their delusions, I guess. Do you guys ever work customer service with my dad in a restaurant? It's a nightmare. Every time someone talks about the negative aspects of their job, they always say it's the customers noticed. Yeah, I think that's definitely it. Like, it's more of a very cohesive team effort when you're working with other people in the same workplace. And that's how people kind of bond with each other to go through the day of working. But that external factor of customers or customer service, there's going to be people who just have the absolute shittiest attitudes or behaviors or personalities that will just ruin someone's day, like, almost instantaneously. Like, heck, like, if people were to be decent human beings, I don't think I would have issues with customer service in a way. I would, like, talk to people, like, freely and all that, but there are some people out there, and I've actually had some experiences too. Oh, wait. I think I do have something to talk about. Okay. So, there's this, like, notoriously shitty lady in my workplace. Not like my workplace, but the customers. And she comes here, like, almost every single day. She's, like, the highest tier, or, like, part of the highest tier of, people who play on in the casino. And we were doing a project, so we had to, like, move the machines and all that. But first we had to, like, put them out of service. And this lady who was, like, in the same, like, right next to the machine that I needed to put out of service, she was like, why are you putting the machine out? I spent like $5,000 trying to, uh, trying to get the jackpot and all that. And I need, like, now you guys are putting these out of service because I'm about to win something. Like, it's so ridiculous. Yeah. I kind of feel sorry for the husband in a way. But it just, she, oh my god. It made me, it like, I don't know if she was like rage baiting or just genuinely a shitty person, but it did get me. I didn't yell back at her. I was about to call like my supervisor and I was gonna call like the security, and I talked with like the other workers. Oh, and thank you very much for the follow, Lady Linumbra. Welcome in. But oh my god, she made a huge scene yelling, and I was like just keeping my composure and just like constantly telling her like, we do not have any control over that. That's what our manager wants us to do. And she's like, I don't care. Like, I want to speak to your manager. And I brought, so I have like two different managers. One is like my actual department manager, and the other one is like the entire department manager. So I brought her in, and she tried like explaining it, and like, and then she says again like, I don't care, I want to speak to someone like higher up. And she was like, I mean, we were about to kick her out, and it was just gonna be like, yeah, you're gonna get banned from this casino if you keep up like this. And oh my god, actually before that though, she was gonna take out her card from the machine, and she was like, you know what, I'm not gonna do that, I'm just gonna keep on playing. I'm like, okay. So that's why like I had to call the manager and all that. But she pretty much in the end complied and just left. Not really left, but she was still playing on other machines in the casino. So I don't know what the point of her being mean in the first place though. Which is, yeah, I don't like those kinds of people. Yeah. But I just feel like she just leeches off of her husband. That was probably their child. Oh, you know what? There's actually been instances where people have done that though. Now you, like, it's not like a rare, like, it is rare, but it has happened before with parents just spending irresponsibly with their money and people's fundings. No, it's actually not a meme. Like, I've actually experienced it once before, and other people in the workplace have experienced it multiple times. But yeah. Oh, hello there, Bubble Wolf. Welcome in. Hope your week has been going well. Yeah, the gambling addiction is just a huge problem. Even I kind of thought it would be a meme, but there can be people out there who just don't really think about what they like, what they want and need versus prioritizing what they actually, wait, no, I'm like blanking out right now, but it's just, they should just watch out what they spend their money on. Disposable income doesn't include your child's future. Yeah. And then you actually get some people who are actually really large entrepreneurs. I think there was one guy, he was in their mid 20s or late 20s, and they own some kind of company, or I'm not too sure, but they are like the highest tier in the casino as well. Like, I'm like, how do you have that much money? Like, how do you do this? Show me. Give me your wisdom, or in a way. Like, how can you get like, because the highest tier people, they spend at least $1 million per year. So I'm like, how do you have this much disposable income? Could be Nepo. The little Nepo babies, I guess, yeah. But it would be pretty nice to have like $1 million per year in disposable income. Like, that's the thing, it's disposable income and not like actual money. Evil rich people methods, yeah. You have like a secret cult. Which is joking, but yeah. But yeah, you see a lot of interesting things when you work at a casino, I guess. Uh, Wait, what does INB4 mean? Like, I'm showing my... I don't know much terminology, so... I don't know what it means. In before? In before? Oh, hello there, Dragon. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well, too. I was like, wait, in... Okay, in before. Okay. I don't know. Is this like prepositions or anything like that are like slang? Me like living underneath a rock. Even though I look through social media, I am not really good with terminologies or slang. Thank you. I'm doing well. My weekend's just been so short. Bro might be Patrick Star, yeah. But SpongeBob. Oh god. God, I would be like the voice actor for Patrick or something. I don't know. But yeah, I'm doing well. Kind of sad that I just like have work tomorrow. The other coworkers and I, we've kind of been thinking about doing like 4 10-hour days with 3 days of like break days. But we don't have that much people in our shift to do that. Third shift is pretty lucky because they can do that, but second shift doesn't do that. And hello there, Fist. Welcome in. Hope your week has been well. Happy weekend for you, I guess. You will get their neograms. What do you mean by neograms? Chronically online, but maybe not too much, yeah, in a way. Just moderately online, yeah. The thing is, though, I don't know much furries. Like, I don't have... How can I say this? I'm very much closed, but I don't really make the effort to be knowledgeable of what's outside of the people that I know of. So like some people are like asking me like, oh, do you know so and so? And probably 80% of the time, I don't know. So yeah. I remember some people were kind of upset that I didn't know a specific person. And I was like, I don't really like go out of groups and talk to people in a way. Yeah. Or people like present like, oh, this guy made something for me. Uh, do you know that person? I'm like, no, I do not. I am very closed in a way. I don't know. I feel like I need to go out of my way to know more about people or know more people, but I am kind of afraid of just trying to make friends in a way. I think, and to be honest though, as Sakun, I had aspirations like, oh, like I want to make as many friends as I can and be able to have fun, talk to people, and just uh, be the person that they would like to hang out with. It's not a it's okay not to be honest. Not knowing someone isn't the most important thing in the world. Yeah, true. I mean, it's the people that I really believe that. Okay, actually, I need to word it in a different way, but I'm gonna try to finish off what I say, but I guess there's like a harsh reality that not everyone is really just gonna want to be your friend. And sometimes when people join groups and all that, there's already a predetermined person or some people in the group that people will focus most of their attention towards. I think the reason why some people got upset when I left a bunch of Discord servers was because they're like, oh, you left the server, maybe you're not my friend anymore, or maybe I'm not your friend, or you don't think of me as a friend. Like, it's not that. It's just like, there's no one who would see me as someone that they would like to hang out with, or someone that they would like to genuinely have a friendship with. This is what I feel personally. And people drift apart a lot, and most of the attention goes towards the people that they've already predetermined to want to be friends with. And I think Nayu, like, I think what you really told me a while ago was that, and this is like also my frustration as well, but some people will overlook people who want to be friends with them, and they will only acknowledge that they have friends if the person that they are friends with acknowledges them. So let's say like person B is like the reason why they joined the friend group, but you also want to make other friends, but you're primarily wanting to talk to person A more. person A is the center of attention of the group, and everyone either fawns over or they want to be friends with friend or person A, but person A is not hanging out with you a lot or barely or any. And now the person who wants to be that person's a friend, they are like, oh, I don't have any friends, or I don't think I have any friends at all. But some people in the friend group have like played with you, all that, and they genuinely want to be friends, but you overlook that they want to be friends with you because you're so focused on trying to be friends with person A. And I don't know if this is like toxic or anything like that, but it's just like not the person A is I'm really bad at explaining things, but some people just don't really look at the full picture that other people are trying to be friends with them versus one single person that they were there specifically for is acknowledging them at all. Like, not gonna lie, I had that same mindset as Sakon. But it just, over time, you kind of just start to realize that. And I think for those people who struggle through that, they should direct their energy towards something else or towards other people than just on that single person that someone may be obsessed with, or I mean, what you may be obsessed with or wanting to be friends with. So yeah, it just, ugh. It's the gray area because I'm not the one like changing people's like personalities or mindsets. It's pretty much up to the person themselves to decide whether or not they want to continue being friends with the person or not. Yeah, exactly. It's like they can't be like it's good to be picky and kind of judgmental on who you want to like who you feel like are friends, but it's just a lot of people overlook that other people want to be friends with them. And it kind of comes to show like I try to make an effort to do something. Like the person doesn't acknowledge or just kind of downsizes your effort, and then like but there's like the continuous rush of, hey, I like, even though this person doesn't acknowledge what I do for them, I still want to try to be their friend. And then it just comes down to having a one-sided relationship where, hey, like I feel like I am friends with the person, but the other person doesn't feel the same way at all. So it's like wasted energy, I guess, in a way. Oh, hello there, June Nolly, and thank you very much for the hydrate and stretch. Eddie, stretch more often. Meanwhile, damn, I'm lonely. When a person talks to me, oh no, a person. Well, kind of like that, but it's like you're telling people that you're lonely, but there's people who actually want to talk to the person before they said that they're lonely. Like, straight up just shows, like, showing evidence that they want to hang out, talk to the person, and all that. Ew. Okay. I mean, that analogy is alright. Friendships are complicated, but the diamond in the poop pile are the friendships that form naturally. Off topic, but I think your voice is strangely calm in a good way. Ah, thank you, Caleb. I really appreciate that. But it might be too soothing to, like, make people fall asleep in a way. Honestly, that is something very quotable, I guess. A beautiful analogy, yeah. I don't know if I should say that, like... Yeah, it does get the point across, too, like... A deeper meaning, yeah. But, yeah, it's... Not everyone is just gonna be sunshine and rainbows when it comes down to forming friendships. Like, as Salcon and earlier as Echo, like, I've questioned a lot with friendships and whether people genuinely wanted to be friends with me. I mean, there is, like, genuine effort from people, but it's really hard to determine whether or not a person is actually doing it for the good, like, good or bad, in a way. Heck, there's, like... I don't want to call people out, but there are quite a lot of people who, quote-unquote clout chase, I guess. There was this one guy, like, Sakun, who was like, we should be friends and all that. I was like, okay. And they didn't talk after that, and they, like, joined the server or whatever. And all they ever did was post, like, advertisements about their streams and all that. And then when the person became partner, they stopped doing that, and they posted in their news, like, by joining the server, I expect you to be active in it, and you should not be only advertising your stream in the advertisements channel. I'm like, there is, like, a level of hypocrisy to that. Like, there's people like that. I think I did show you that, Nayu. If not, I will show it to you again. But there's, like, people who shamelessly advertise without even talking within the community. And then when they do get Twitch partner or something like that, they stop advertising. And then, oh, no. I'm not talking about that person, Nayu. I'm talking about someone else, which I will probably send you a DM later, Nayu. But yeah. Oh, okay, okay, okay. But yeah, it is actually a thing beyond. There's actually like a YouTube video out there of the said person. But yeah, how can I say this? I don't like. I understand that people want streaming to be a job in a way, but there's a level of like shamelessness versus like actually being a genuine person out there. Like, I don't know. Some people have their own priorities, and sometimes those priorities can not be morally correct at all. Ethically, morally correct? Yeah. But I do hope that people can be smart and figure out whether or not a person's being genuine or not. But it's really hard, especially in like any community out there, like especially like I mean online communities. I think I think this says a lot about the VR chat community as well. I think those are like a different breed of people in VR chat, but there's a lot of people who bring shame to the community, and it makes like a huge, it makes a really bad impression for people who are trying to join the community or any like online community out there, because people fake their personalities or how can I say this? It's like mocking different disorders, personalities, and health, like other people's health. And the more that people look into this, the more that people overlook the actual like the people who actually have those issues with their lives. So it's it's hard. It's hard to differentiate between real or fake. So I don't know. It's up to people to decide whether or not they would trust people or not. But there are so many times, well, not so many times, I guess like 50% of the time, I lost trust in the people that I thought I would uh, be friends with at Sakon. And I think that judgmental characteristic or my cautiousness kind of carried on over as Echo. I'm saying this more of in a broad spectrum versus specific people, but I just want other people to understand that not everything is going to be the way that you want it to be, whether it's like friendships, people that you meet online, or trying to make friends with people. Actually, wait, I already said that in the first one, but regardless, you just have to kind of watch out for the internet. But yeah, it's like my long spiel about stuff. That's kind of been in my mind, but something that I I want people to understand, because there are people who are kind of blinded by their own wants and needs without looking through the actual facts of this area is just not a safe place to be in. The internet or communities or anything like that. And I've been hurt a lot by that kind of behavior from other people. Yeah, people, when people are being disingenuous, you can kind of look or realize it in a way. Some people can't, but it's just, eh, I don't like those kinds of people. There is another thing about, um, there is a saying where you have to, or, how can I say this? It's like the Amazing Digital Circus, where it's not like you're abandoning people if you like give them space, but be available to them when they need it. I I'm also kind of conflicted with that kind of saying because mm, I need to think about this. Yes, you should be available or giving people space and being available for them, but it's it's not like a time limit on how much you wait for people to open up to you, because that will probably be either in the future or never. But if you hold on to that kind of emotion where you're giving people space, but you also feel like you are not getting the attention that you want from other people, there's like a level of patience where for however long you want, there is always going to be a time limit or how much longer you can wait for someone to just talk to you again. And yeah, like people say that they're self sufficient or they can do stuff on their own. It's good on them, but it is emotionally taxing on the person who's trying to be patient with the person that they're giving space for. But I don't know. It, this is just my opinion. Like there's a good way in being self-sufficient versus actually making effort to talk to someone. You can't always be passive about things, and it's just if everyone was passive, this is just hypothetical. But if everyone is being passive and self-sufficient, then what's the point of even making friends in the first place? Like, there's always going to be people who have that extroverted personality or someone who actually genuinely makes an effort to try to keep a friendship. But the level of patience with people and their own emotions or personality that are conflicting with whether or not they think of person as a friend or not, it's like there has to be like some kind of balance with that. You can't always just be like I'm only gonna talk to you if you talk to me kind of thing. But if you feel like you're mostly the one initiating the friendship or conversations, then what's the point of just continuing? As like that's why honestly I deleted Telegram. I left a bunch of Discord servers. Like sometimes people I consider people friends, but there's a time where I just feel like a lot of their energy is just they have their own priorities and I'm not one of them. That sort of feeling. Yeah, watering a dead flower. In a way. Sorry if I'm like rambling, it's just this topic has probably been something that has affected me a lot in the past, but it's something that could at least be somewhat educational for those who are going through the same thing. Yeah, it kind of just share your wisdom, King. Yeah, it's like I'm not referring to just only the furry community, but it could be for any community out there. Yeah, but when when there comes to be a community where there is a lot of horniness, I guess, or just a lot of sex appeal or something like that, for those side of different communities, people want to feel like they have that warmth 24/7 or that attention 24/7 or most of their lives. And with that, it can lead to people who, uh, I don't, this is kind of a gray area where I'm going at, but if there's sides of the community where people want a lot of attention, and if you're not getting that kind of attention, then things can go pretty wrong in a way. Sorry if I'm laughing, but it's like, it's just, it's very commonplace for people to like either break up, people who cheat on each other, or people who, um, how can I say this? It's like the Toy Story meme where it's like, I don't want to play with you anymore, kind of thing. And it's just, with that side of like different communities, that will most certainly happen. So, friendships, uh, relationships, all that kind of stuff. It's just a fuckload of things to even like kind of keep track of and all that. Exactly. Like people can't really maintain genuine relationships, whether or not it's like boyfriend, girlfriend, or significant other, or friends in general. And I don't. Okay, this is like. I think this is like a cold take or a hot take. I don't know. And this is more of my opinion. Like, you don't have to, like, even argue against this at all or anything like that. But I feel like for people who have, like, poly relationships with more than, like, 3 people or 4 people, I feel like that's a bit too much. There's, like, people who claim that they have 20 or 10 people in their poly relationships, but how much of those people are you giving your love to? Or what percentage of those people are you giving your love to? I don't know how it works either, because apparently I think you know who I might be referring to, Nayu. But if there's like a person who, yeah. It's like, wait, not the Love Island, but actually it might be just like Survivor, where people people are like, oh, like I like this guy, like we all like this guy, but that one person, we don't like them. So they should be voted off the island, and they just got kicked out of like the poly relationship or anything like that. It's into Super Smash Bros. No, I think it's more of like a witch hunt. I shouldn't be laughing at this. I shouldn't be laughing at this. Sorry, but it's it's crazy to maintain like a 10-person poly relationship. Like, heck, like I go for it if you want a poly relationship or anything like that. But I've just seen areas where they tend to just fall off, and there's like one person who's dedicating 75% of their love towards someone, 25% to a different person, and it like constantly rotates. Like, and then there's going to be some sort of misunderstanding or people who feel like they're not being loved enough. It is for me, like if I was ever in a poly relationship, I would feel really conflicted with whether or not someone like genuinely does love me or not. And if people are constantly introducing other people to the poly relationship, then like even though people have a group consensus of whether or not they agree to have the person in their poly relationship, sometimes the person doesn't really speak up about it, and they only do it because they don't want the other person to feel bad for them, or not feel bad for them, be mad at them, or just conflicting with their own relationship. And then it just kind of comes out to be like a domino effect where other people are introducing more people into the relationship, and you can't really control anything about that at all. And then later on in the future, people start to pick off the original relationships that they had, or the first few people that they had relationships with, like a witch hunt sort of way. Not like that extreme. I'm just like actually not like it shouldn't be community at all, but it's just I don't know. There can be a lot of manipulative people out there, and when there's other people who steal someone's relationship within a poly relationship, then it's just like, he's mine. No, they're mine. They're all mine. And you're not going to have any. Yeah, I don't understand. But I'm not here to tell anyone not to have a poly relationship. Like, go for it. If you want to have a poly relationship, go for it. But it's just my opinion. That's why I don't really want my relationship to be open at all. And Reese has had similar issues as well, and he doesn't want there to be an open relationship at all. But we're not the one here to tell you not to have anything. Like, people have the free will to do whatever they want. It's just whether or not they are actually happy with what they have. Sorry, I'm like reading the chat while I'm like talking, but I didn't respond to anyone. uh, but yeah, online relationships can be kind of hard. Not like harmful, but hard to have. I mean, there is some harm to it, but it just really depends on who you are having the relationship with. Reminds me of those big poly relationships in VR chat. I mean, I did say that there are some people who are a new kind of breed in VR chat, and I don't know. I feel like I've been watching too much VR chat, like documentaries and just channels in general, and I don't know. I feel like I have a guilty pleasure of like watching, not like freakouts, but more of the weird side of VR chat. And I'm like, this is like a long sigh. Okay. There are people who consider their online relationship within a family presence. So there are things called VR chat families, and I don't know what to feel about that. It's just that I don't feel comfortable when people are, there's like age regression in a way. I don't like that. It's like I saw one of the videos. There was like a video where a person was like talking to like the VR chat family, and there was like a person role playing as like an 8-year-old or a 4-year-old, and it's just, it was, for me, it was cringy. I'm gonna be blunt about that. It was pretty cringy, and it, like, you're a 30-year-old and you roleplay as an 8-year-old, like literally making like baby noises and all that. Is just, I don't like that. I don't like that. And there are also times where there's like, how can I say this? People who are like underage, like in VR chat families, and I don't know how much that people lie regarding this, but there was like one time when the person doing the just confrontation or just asking the person was like, does the person's parents know about this? Like, for me, I don't believe that people who are really young should even get into VR chat. It's like it's, I feel like it's very dangerous for people. There's not enough like educational like, or education regarding like internet safety and preventing people from literal like kidnapping, people who are gonna like groom, like, I don't think I should be saying any of this, but like just the safety of the internet that people are not so educated on, especially at a young age. It's very, it's very concerning. Yeah. uh, like it's it's stupid. This whole thing is just the conflict of the internet and people who are just being very influential and ruining a person's life, or just causing them to be not like, Like I am actually pretty genuinely mad about this because people can be so manipulative, or people who are very coercive in what they want people to do on the internet when other people are not even wary or educated or having a second voice to their own decisions. It's very scary. It is very scary. I don't know. I kind of want to do something about that. Like, I don't know. People like shorts. People like cartoons and all that. I was actually kind of talking to a friend of mine about collaborating and trying to do a animated YouTube video, or you know, the storytell like kind of animations kind of thing. I want to try doing something regarding that, but also was trying to do something educational regarding the internet safety. Yeah, like I've always wanted to try to do something like that, like storytelling animation. Something that's wholesome and educational, but also something that would be more reality inducing to help people, like people who are not who don't understand the internet that well. But yeah, like I I don't know. I want to make a difference in people's lives and making sure that the internet is at least a safe place to be in, but people should definitely be educated on whether or not something is right or wrong. Well, okay. I have to I'm gonna take that back. Not deciding for the person what is right or wrong. It's just giving them a second voice, or kind of a check on what they should look out for in a way. But yeah, it's just these kinds of things are just not taught at all, or barely taught at all in schools, especially cybersecurity too, because people can expose a lot of things about themselves on the internet and just freely share information that could potentially be not life threatening, but just compromising. But yeah, it's just my little spiel about this. Like, I actually do actively check my stuff. But yeah, things happen. Oh, I've been talking a lot. I do need to. I need to grab another drink of water. Be right back. I have like a whole gallon of water. The whole gallon jug with me. The super hydration, yeah. So, with 2 auths, I feel like people have like a misunderstanding between like actually showing their government ID versus just scanning the QR code for their Google to us. and just type down the constantly changing one-time passcode? Or are you actually talking about the government IDs and driver's licenses that they need to scan? Okay, the code port. Yeah, so people should always do the 2 auths or the authentication portion. That requires like the one-time passcode, whether it's like the phone or using your Google app to do that. I don't know. Okay. I know that there's some people who have gotten their accounts hacked, but yeah, it's just sometimes I wonder how people are getting hacked. Not like the annoyance of people getting hacked, but like I'm actually pretty curious about how things work when people actually do get hacked. There was a what was the YouTuber's name? No text to speech. I think that's what they're called. But they actually like proactively look at like the vulnerabilities and a lot of things, especially with how people are getting hacked on Discord. It's pretty interesting to listen to, but there are just so many vulnerabilities out there that could potentially have someone get their accounts hacked, or not even being able to react fast enough to just shut down everything and have their accounts not stolen. Got your hacked for putting your Roblox info into website as team. Yeah, I mean, how can I say this? I think a lot, like, back then, in the, like, I think 2008 or 2006, there's like a influx of like keygens or get free of something, like free Robux or a free 1-year subscription to Club Penguin or something like that. And all you gotta do is put down your information. Like, yeah, like those kind of things. Like, I think the best thing that I'm not sure if it was my father, or it might be something that someone told me. No, it it won't work. I don't see it. None of those work. But I think something to remember is there is no such thing as getting something for free. Like, that's like my mindset during my youth. Like, there is no such thing as something for free. There's always going to be something behind that. Or is there just kind and nice people? Well, for me specifically, it's just I just firmly believe that. I was always like very cautious about things, and I didn't really like have any like much of a social life when I was young. We just want to give you free Robux, yeah. I mean, apparently there is like a Roblox world out there where people can donate you Robux Like, you set up a stall and people come to you and they just give you Robux for free. I mean, I feel like I would trust that more than a software program that could potentially just hack into your entire computer or something. Use fake information. Yeah, I mean, but even if you put down fake information, the program could still potentially inject its own, or put in malware into your computer when you like put in enter or like log in or something like that. So whether or not you put down false information, you would still get like there's some kind of vulnerability into using that software program. Hello there, Crane Crack. Welcome in. Good evening to you as well. I have paid the consequences yet. Well, here's the thing, like, people still use VPSs. Like, regardless, people can, like, still proxy themselves to different parts of the world where it's still legal. But yeah, I totally understand that, like, proxy like ZZZ, no. I actually don't play ZZZ at all. I don't play, like, I don't play any of the Hoyoverse games, or any Genshin, or stuff like that. I don't know. Good, they're all awful. Not well. I don't play them anymore. Yeah, I don't. I used to play Honkai Star Rail, but I just stopped. Do you play any gacha? I used to play. Wait, what was it? Wait, let me look at my phone. Oh, Chaos Zero Nightmare. I used to play that, but as with any gacha game out there, I stopped playing. Like, it user takes like 15 days or 3 months or so. But Furry men, I can't really. One, I don't like XL Wolfia. Number two, I have mixed feelings about Another Eidos and Husamo and Live a Hero. Like, I understand, like, there's like, with Another Eidos being like and XL Wolfia being like Gooner games and all that, I don't think I would really put much of my time into those games. Like, heck, like, it's even more concerning when, like, XL Wolfia has showed, like, people who literally look like underage, well, yeah, like, underage people, like, people who are below 18. But, like, more so of, like, the quote-unquote Shota design. It... Another thing is, when there's, like, Gooner games out there, sometimes it kind of feels like there's forced narration or forced dialogue, especially in XL Wolfia. And it's kind of... It's not for everyone. It's not for me, but it can be for other people. Like if you play XL Wolfia, go ahead. I'm not like saying you shouldn't. It's just my opinion regarding like I don't play those games and I don't really like the parts of those games that I've already mentioned. Yeah, there is going to be those problematic aspects of those Gooner games, but if people are happy, yeah, okay, yeah, you're happy playing the game. I'm like, good for you, but I don't, I don't know. Like, if you have people, oh god, how can I say this in like the least like controversial aspect? But anything with like the Shota designs or people who look like baby-faced men, it's like a huge turn-off for me. Especially when they're like small, childlike, and they are in a Gooner game. Like, what the heck? Like, it's kind of, that's a little bit suspicious for me. And they cover it up by saying that, oh, this person's like 500 years old, but they drink like the blood of a vampire or something like that shit. Yeah. And there's definitely the games out there like, um, how can I say this? Not like the furry games, but actually like the gacha games themselves, where they like portray, um, like people who look like they are underage in a really revealing outfit, or like very, very open quote unquote outfits. Like whether it's just I don't understand. Like it's catering to people out there, but when people have these kinds of opinions like myself, I don't want to play those games. But sometimes people are just there to play for the plot or aesthetics or gameplay. Like I totally understand that. But if people are playing games just to goon over like people who look like they're underage, then ooh, it's kind of cringe. Any Hoyo game, no. But yeah, people have different interests, but it should be legal. It should be legal, like in the legal level, not like being illegal. Like, yeah. But yeah, that's my main concern about some games out there. Also, making sure that the games are rated properly. I remember, I remember there was something about XL Woofy being like rated E for everyone. Not, was it E for everyone or E10 plus or something like that on the App Store? Do you guys remember that? I was like, I was taken aback by the E12 plus. Yeah, okay. Regardless, it's not even like posted as at least 18 years. Leaked to appear in the next Nintendo Direct. Oh god. Okay. Yes, people who enjoy playing Kirby and young people who play Mario and all that, and then all of a sudden XSL Wolfia gets put on Nintendo Direct for people to see. Like, okay. Like, yeah, I don't know. This whole, I mean, it's so controversial because, like, people, it's okay for people to be horny and being able to be into sexual stuff, but there's a level of being open, like very, very publicly open about it, or to like catering to everyone. Like, it's it's insane how much like underage people have actually like seen these kinds of things. It's scary, and I don't know. Yeah, like, but then again, it just makes me look like I'm just kink shaming like people or anything like that, or making people who are within the community who openly expresses to have a like very negative like reaction towards this. So it's just like I can't really speak my opinion about this at all. But that's just more of my view on things. And I just want to like put a disclaimer that I'm not telling anyone to just not do it or not do anything. It's just I don't really like what's going on. Yeah, but ew. I don't know why the conversation just like got from like workplace to all of a sudden the implications of my opinions on these kinds of gotcha games and such. But yeah, I mean, you do you. But don't do something that's illegal. Don't do anything illegal, guys, okay? Well, no, I mean, there's cute cookies, but what about the community? I mean, I like I like the cookie run stuff and all that, but it's like the community. Every community has those kinds of people in it, and there's nothing we can really do about it. It's just that drama is always just going to be out there everywhere. There's nothing really much we can do about it. Yeah, that's true. It's like, you know, I forgot that one YouTube shorts or that one clip of someone who's like driving in a dark road, and they're like la, 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 la. And then there's like a car that comes by with like their high beam lights on, and they're like screaming, and then after they pass by it, they just like continue like humming like la la, la. It's like me playing like a game and then when I start seeing like the community or the people in it, it's like kind of like a shock, and then they're just like, okay, I'm just gonna still continue playing this game and just not worry about the community and the people there. Yeah. Yeah, I I really want there to be like a game or something like that that just has like a very wholesome community. Like there's like Outer Wilds. People still support that game and they're really very passionate about what they uh theorize and when they're playing the game and all that. Like, that's a very supportive community. It's been still running for quite a long time. Wholesome game has the insane community, and the insane game has a wholesome community. Not necessarily. Like, I mean, TADC is like pretty insane, but it's like real, like in a good way. And then they just don't really. The community is just bad. Fear and Hunger community, for example, they want to save the characters and put them in good situations. Yeah. The Fear and Hunger community is very supportive about the game, and it's a pretty nice outlook on the indie dev as well. I haven't played it. I mean, I've seen people play it. I'm not really much of a like hardcore kind of guy though. Like, there's like people who are really insane at the game, and it's like they do a lot of challenges, which is very like cool to see. I mean, that kind of goes about with like any games out there, but it's pretty nice to see like the RPG kind of aspect of trying to do like speed runs or such like that. Hardcore cooking manhwa gaming, yeah. LSD Dream Emulator speedrun. Yeah. What else? I don't know. my my general outlook on everything else outside of like the current community and the only things I've played, I don't really have much understanding of. Oh yeah, oh, yeah. The funny thing, it was just like a random thing, but did you guys know that House Flipper is free to purchase on Steam right now? Yeah. I've actually kind of thought about playing that for tomorrow. You thought that game died? I don't know anything about it. And then I think that's it from what I've seen. That's like the only thing really interesting that I've like saw on Steam so far. I mean, is the spring sale going on, or is it? I think it passed already. There is a game, Racoin. I've seen some people play it. It's like it's another roguelike with gambling. I think Coin Pusher is just like gambling, I guess. Yeah. It's the rage game. It's so fun. Super Meat Boy. I've seen people play it. I haven't played it though. Like the little obstacle course or um, parkourish kind of thing. Oh my god, I did not know that 7 Days to Die had a roguelike. What the heck? It's called 7 Days Blood Moons, and it has like a very negative review. There's also Super Battle Golf, which seems pretty fun. Mm. Yeah, there's a lot of games out there that are expanding the peak I was about to say Limbus Company, but the or I meant Liesel Company. The Liesel Company and peak aspects of games. I actually don't play Liesel, Limbus Company. Yeah, friend gems in a way. But I don't know if I because it's really hard to just like gather people to play or like for a full lobby or anything like that. Yeah. Oh yeah. Apparently yesterday guess what released yesterday, guys? No, I am Jesus Christ. Honestly, the graphics looks pretty nice. Yeah, the few it has some of that Ark Survival kind of looking graphics. I I thought it was gonna be trivia about you. I mean that too. I mean there is that as well. But I've only just seen like the cover of it, not like the actual gameplay. Uh, God. Honestly, what would be really funny for an April Fool's joke was playing Baddies Incorporated. Playing Baddies Roblox for a stream. No. Apparently there's a game called Baddies Incorporated on Steam right now that was released yesterday. It looks. Oh god. Okay, actually, wait. No. Oh god. No, wait. It's a porn. I. Okay. No, it's it's not a fighting game. Maybe I should turn my filter back on for my search. I am so glad that I did not share that screen. 6 pussy salad. Yeah, yeah. I'm glad that I did not show that on stream, or else I'll be banned. And I hope you guys didn't hear the sound from that. You searched before the warning? Okay. Baddies Incorporated. Why does this have to be in my store? What other games out there? I was thinking about just trying out House Flipper tomorrow. Are we the baddies now? There was one game that I wanted to try out. It's called My Infamous Dungeon, and it is going to be releasing Q3 of this year. But it's made by Box Fox Studios. Or published by Box Fox Studios. It's not like another Born game. No, it's like a create your own dungeon, and it's like tower defense kind of ish, I think. The tags are strategy, villain, protagonist, base building, and roguelite. So I'm pretty interested on that. I really like base building games, so let me put this link out there. Wait, how do we share the link? Oh, I can just copy that. Have you tried Hightail? No. I probably will not play Hightail. Opinions on Bear Roblox. What is Bear? Will you play Bubsy 4? What is Bubsy 4D? Okay, I thought it was like something a little bit different than I expected. Oh. Oh. Uh, apparently you can inflate. uh, I don't know. I'm not really into like, so like I've played Spyro before, and but with these types of games, it's like Mario, Spyro, pretty much those two that I've like only played that were like kind of like those kind of world levels and platformers, yeah. Here, I'll take a snippet of what I saw. Oh, hello there, Zeno. Welcome in. Actually, never mind. I don't think I should show the image, but yeah, I'm not really interested in those kinds of games. I was gonna get Subnautica, but I've already seen people play the game. What else? Okay. So I do have Repo, but I don't know if people would be interested in joining the lobby for that in the future. I have actually never played Repo before, but it's like sitting in my library because I thought I was going to be playing with some people, but that never really happened. Wait, do I have it? Wait. Wait, no, I don't think I have it. Or do I? Oh no, it's just like sitting in my cart. But yeah, I wanted to play Repo with some people, but things happen, so yeah. Golf with your friends. I have the game, but I didn't touch it at all. It was like the same case with Repo, except that I do actually have the game. You're from Brazil, and using the translator to comment from here is a shame. I won't understand what you're saying, but okay, sorry. No worries. It's okay, Zeno. Hello there, Kami. It's been a while. Hope you've been doing well. Golf with your friends is fun. Yeah, it's... I think it's gonna be fun. It's just like... I was gonna play golf with your friends, with people, but... I wasn't able to join their session, so... Okay, I'm like looking at my library and I have like... Dawn of Corruption. Oh god. I didn't know that those kinds of games just like stay in your Steam library. Yeah, always next time. And maybe some people on stream as well. Maybe like stream community stream games. I'm trying to see. Would people want to join over for some Deadlock? Okay, so there's gonna be a open for Deadlock, open for golf with their friends, repo if I ever do manage to get the game. Sadly, you don't have Deadlock. No worries. I mean, I'm like trying to brainstorm on what our next community game would be. Oh, how do you even invite people for a Deadlock? That's your experience with Deadlock? I see. Have you ever tried Super Battle Golf? Yeah, I've seen people play, but I just haven't played the game. I bet it's gonna be pretty chaotic. It has like kind of like the same atmosphere as Peak, but with like golf. Hello there, Gavin. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. I think you can invite in-game from Deadlock. Oh, I see. But how many people can we invite? Oh, I also forgot, but that reminds me, I'm not gonna be doing much competitiveness, and I don't know if there's something wrong with my arm or hand, but I am gonna switch from my like gaming mouse to a trackball mouse. Yeah. So I'm gonna be like those olden times where using trackball as a mouse, but I hope it's not too difficult to control in a way. Echo getting world? No. It's just like I don't want to have any issues with my hand and having any medical issues. What else can we do for community games? I don't really want to rely on Jackbox Party and Kukuro. Where is it? Can Among Us be considered? Here's the thing, I'm a bad liar. And I'm a pacifist, so I don't want to like cause any like drama. I'm like Ragasa from TADC. I don't want to hurt people. Are you also caked up like Rag? What the heck? Wait. There's a GIF that my friend showed or shared Wait, do I have that saved? Wait, no, it's not Ragusa, but it's like, it's Kinger. Where is it? This is like in my brain. I hate E for this. No, I'm not gonna keep that there for the entire stream. Oh, God. Well, I can't show this on stream, unfortunately. Oh, God. Okay. What about Discord? Actually, yeah, I can show what Kami post on Discord. Wait, it's not my. I thought I favorited it. Okay. Thank you for the hydrate and stretch, Shadow. Oh my God. It's almost 2 hours and 30 minutes. Wow, okay. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. Also, since I'm also gonna like start slowly adding people into the server, let's see here. I think I need to keep this as a link. I don't want to like constantly put it. Yeah, I was just doing another reset. But this is the link to that. It is a manual though. I do need to manually verify though. Okay. But yeah. Oh yeah, I'm sure that people saw the recent TADC episode, but I'm pretty excited for the last episode. I think the funniest thing that I saw as like a community or on X was when people were making the Danganronpa sound like the same effect or background music while playing. I was like, this is literally like the Danganronpa execution. But yeah. Oh. I don't want to go work tomorrow, but I do have to go work tomorrow. Colin's like, I can't do that, no. I think I haven't discussed this before, but apparently the previous department that I was in, um, the attendance points carry on over to my new department, which I understand and I do not understand at the same time. And I'm near the verge of actually getting fired from there. So I need to watch out with what I do. So, like, I have to watch out until May and June. If I don't call out any time until the end of June, then 7.5 points will be deducted, and I won't be in that verge of getting fired, sort of thing. It is weird because the issue is, so if you call in sick, or if you're sick at all, you're still gonna get like a point reducted, or you'll still earn a point because you called out or you don't show up to work. There's no sick days at all. And if you do call in for PTO, or I mean schedule for PTO because you're sick, that will be on your PTO. Everything is based on your PTO time, regardless of if you call in or not. So if I call in tomorrow, then 8 hours of my PTO will be reducted, and I will get a attendance point. Yeah, it's stupid. Like, 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 if I don't have PTO, like, at least make it so that if I don't have enough PTO time and I call out, I do not get the attendance point. Like, that should at least be somewhat fair. And if you call in on a high volume business day, then you get 2 points instead of 1. And yeah, it's really unfair. And people have like complained about that. Hello there, Boiler Pond, welcome in. Yeah, so if you don't show up to work, you get attendance point or you get 2 attendance points. If you call in and don't show up to work, you get 1 point. If you call in late and show up, you get half a point. But if you call in and show up late for like 30 minutes, then you get 1 point. It's so weird, like, and you don't get any sick days. If you do call in for sick, then it's gonna, oh, if you call in or don't show up, they're gonna reduct your PTO time regardless. And you can't assign for PTO on the same day, at least a day before. So yeah. Yeah, why are they saying that you were absent? Like, it's weird. This whole attendance system's just kind of shitty. But I kind of understand that it prevents people from constantly calling out or just not going to work at all. But there comes to a time and place where there's people who genuinely need sick time, because there's actually another policy within the casino where you have to wear a mask. I mean, you can never wear a mask. Like, you have to show the patrons your smile. show how great working there is and making other people smile and all that. So they need to show quote unquote professionalism and positivity to the patrons while you're sick. There's like, there's been some times where I go in the hallway and I just hear people coughing a lot. And there's some people who are not really hygienic in a way or courteous to other people. So other people end up getting sick as well from that. Pretty much, yeah. It's just I don't really understand the procedures. I feel like they should do something about that or at least change it. But one thing I'm glad though is that my department is in a office area away from the other people. So we're not in like a high volume area. We're more of like a designated office area away from other people. So we are kind of contained in a way to prevent like getting sick. But if someone from our department gets sick, then there's gonna be people who are gonna get sick. Service whiz, yeah. I'll do that when I get paid enough. It sucks though because like we can't, in our department or with what I do specifically, we can't take tips because it's technically like people bribing you to change like or modify the machines to make it in their favor. Even though there is a lot of cameras everywhere in the casino. Oh, hello there, Rye. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, like we can't take tips at all. But I feel like what I get paid is a decent amount for what we do. We should eat the rich. Yeah, like if you're gonna lose that money anyways, can you like give me that one? I'm kidding. No. Yeah, but I don't know. It makes me kind of jealous in a way that like people have this much disposable income to gamble in the casino, but at the same time, there's like other people out there who don't don't spend wisely at all with their lives. Yeah, exactly. It's like, okay, like, you're not gonna get like a jackpot immediately or anything like that. Yeah, it's like an addiction. We actually do have like a policy regarding gambling addiction, and if people can actually voluntarily be in a corrections program, and if they are in that, then they get denied from going into the casino. Sounds like Lobotomy Corporation. What do you mean by that? I've actually never played Lobotomy Corporation at all. Give me money and I'll get you a keygen for free rollback. What the heck? No. It's a hell management game. Oh, I see, I see. Oh, I see, okay. I just like his reaction. Okay, okay. So, but yeah, it's just it's kind of strict here in a way, in terms of attendance and like PTO wise. But what I do is pretty lax, so I can't really blame them for like any strictness. There's like days where there's not even anything going on, but with like those kind of free time, I basically just go on my laptop and uh continue programming or do programming and just be on call for any machine fixes and such. It's pretty nice. Uh, but I should really like I should probably walk the floor more often than just like sitting idly in my desk trying to program. The yeah, like I mean the only thing that I'm worried about is like the attendance and the PTO of the workplace. But I don't know. I really want to do a remote job. It saves up a lot of money too, especially with like cars, like insurance, your car, trying to maintain your mode of transportation to get to work and back from work. Plus, I'm more of an office guy than uh, like doing something like security or surveillance or anything like that. Like I know that there were people who oh, I sorry my voice. But there's like people who don't like office work. Like there's people like that. And then there's people who actually genuinely do love office work. I'm those kinds of people that do like office work a lot. And for me personally, I do most of the administrative work in my shift for my department. So it's very nice. Like I get to do Excel, Microsoft Access, AutoCAD. Well, I'm learning how to do AutoCAD, but yeah. I love office work, Charlie. But yeah, that builds upon my experience too, so it's pretty nice, I guess. Just me hoping I get some internships. Yeah, I do hope that you get your internships rolling. I kind of wish I did like internships when I was in college, but nah, I don't know. I feel like I've been just too pampered in a way by my parents, but at least I'm just learning a lot after after college and all that. So, um, but everyone learns in different ways in different environments. But yeah, what would you guys like to do as a community tomorrow, or just watching me play demos and all that? You are not in a race, thankfully, so as long as you're improving yourself, yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm just trying to improve on myself. But I also do need to improve on my finances too. I think the last time I took a commission was like last year, I think. I'm telling myself that if I stay at my fast food job, the bar man of my dreams will come and order me like a food takeout. Staying at my job because people are really nice and I really need to fill up my resume. I mean, it's not bad to be in a fast food restaurant. If it's like, how can I say this? If it's their first time working, but if you feel uncomfortable, well, not uncomfortable, but if you feel like you want to try to expand your horizons out there, you should not be there for a while. Like, I've done retail before, and it's just I didn't like it. Like, I I was motivated to try to do something that is outside of that kind of spectrum, and it was, I don't know. You don't want to feel like you are gonna be miserable for your entire life if you stay at that job or any job that you just don't like at all. But there are times where, one, it's like your last ditch effort, or it was like the only thing that was available to you that you have to endure, but making sure that you can use your time wisely to try to find other jobs out there or build your expertise using your free time. Something that can motivate you to try to go out of your comfort zone or doing something that you really want to do, but it requires like a certification or having to learn something new, but something that you're interested in. And that may take a while, like a few years or a couple of years, but someday it will pay off and you will be able to get into what you want to do. But it's not going to be like an immediate 2 or 3 years. It's just going to be a very long time. Like, I can't say for certain. There's no certainty, especially due to the job market. But I kind of do hope that people will be able to find the jobs that they want to do in the future. Heck, you can, like, if you don't have any debts or loan, you should try to either invest in a high yield savings account or trying to invest in a mutual fund or S&P 500 if you're not going to be needing that money later on in the future. If you're living with your parents, it's totally fine. But if you're like me and you were kicked out of the home, you can't really do anything about that. And it's good to try to save up as much as you can in a high yield savings account, because that's more of a temporary kind of thing. It's not like you will need to leave that money alone until like 20 years later, but it builds that interest or the compound interest over time when you have your money inside your high yield savings account. Financial advice move. Yeah. I mean, like, I am not a micromanager. How can I number crunch a lot of things with my own finances? But yeah, like, do whatever you can to save up money. Like, don't feel embarrassed at all if you are living with your parents. Like, in this time of, like, day and age where the real estate and like the apartments and rent are just increasing a lot. Actually, like, lately it has been dropping slightly. I would recommend just trying to live with your parents as much as you can until you're actually like, if you until you have the experience in your resume to find jobs out there, or saving enough money to be able to afford like a 6 months worth of rent in the apartment, or maybe a whole year, I don't know. But whatever you feel like you're ready to move out and try searching for jobs in that area, and having to have that emergency fund, or um actually, yeah, emergency fund. It's like, don't dig yourself deep in like trying to worry about finances when you do move out. But living with parents or living with roommates would help a lot. Like, firstly, like, just ask your parents like if you're able to live with them. Yeah, like, live with them as much as possible. Save up enough money. And if there ever comes to a time where you have to move out due to like natural disaster, or your parents kicking you off, or uh, doing stuff that are things that you have prospected for jobs, then hello, thank you very much for the follow, Verturin. I think I pronounced that right. I kind of have to disagree on that, Gavin. It's like not all Asian families, and I know that you're not saying that it's all, but even I myself as like an Asian person, like with Asian parents, I got kicked out, so I didn't have really much to do with being able to live there for my like 20s or 30s. Well, actually, my late 20s and going into the 30s. So I had to like find like a person to live with, and that's the person that I had to live with now. All Hispanic families. Yeah, I don't know people's situations with their families, but just key takeaway, like, it's not embarrassing at all to live with parents. Stay with them as much as possible, and also make some memories with them as well, because once you move out, it's going to be harder to see your parents, or well, you can at least still like call and FaceTime them, but sometimes that physical like interaction with your parents, um it is like very meaningful. So just make sure that you have a lot of memories with your parents, if they're nice to you. If you actually like really love your parents, and if your parents are good people, like it's good to have memories with them. um but sometime, like, of course, over time they're not going to be there. But yeah, um never understand parents who kick their kids out. I mean, I don't know. With my parents and with my father's whatchamacallit, with my father's like attitude, he was more so of like, I want to, like, I'm gonna kick you out because I want to see you grow, or like, uh I don't know how I can like say about that. Okay, no worries, Crank Crack. Have a good lurk, and thank you for stopping by. But thank you for the hydrate. There's a lot of great books about savings and building a safe retirement. You're right about the S&P 500. I mean, it's all right if you are building long term and you don't need that money in the near future. But if you're gonna take it out, it's gonna be very heavy. I think. Actually, let me do my hydrate stretch first. Actually. And I actually I don't want to talk about it. But yeah, I experienced when well, not accidentally, like I was kind of desperate because I had to pay something off, so I had to like withdraw the money from my 401k and like my S&P 500 as well, because I had to pay off a particular rent. So when I received the money back, it was like nearly half, or about 40% of what it was worth when I put it into that account. So don't be like me and do that, okay? But yeah, just try to find ways to grow your money. And I would just recommend for short term, high yield savings account, long term S&P 500 or mutual fund. But there is also another thing. If you have you have 7K in the bank, how do I grow it? Is it like a no? Okay. Yeah, no, don't put into stocks. No, I mean you can, but it's like it depends on which one that you're putting into and whether or not you will change it, or when will you need to change it. Roblox. Oh god, no. But yeah, where was I? Sorry, got lost in thought. Uh, oh yeah. But for people who have debt or loans, you have to watch out as well when you're trying to save money. If you're some of the loans or debt that you have high interest, like above 18% or 15%, then it would be very much better to pay those off first before starting investments. Because you don't want to be let's see here. Let me give a hypothetical scenario. Some left because they felt the need to grow in life. Other were first. Yeah, like I think it's more of a bird's nest. Like you are there, you're being fed by your parents, or maybe you have to buy your own like food and all that, but it's more of like a stable home for trying to start off from your feet, and then when you're wanting to pursue on other things or trying to go out of life, go out and have that motivation to grow, you want to move out of the house, unless you actually do find something or a job that is actually within your area, if you're lucky enough. And that's like the huge emphasis, if you're lucky enough. There are some people who are actually very gifted, or people who work so hard in high school or college nearby their home or in a different state, and then come back home and they find a job within their area. That's fine, but there are some people who live in different environments, or sometimes people can be pretty slow. I am slow too. I am slow. I don't have a lot of knowledge about things. I just only have particular niche knowledge of different studies. But yeah, slow gang. Slow. More of a himbo, but like it's just I'm a himbo in specific aspects of life, but I am kind of knowledgeable in different areas like programming, or well actually I'm still kind of a himbo with programming, but that's about it. But seeing the worst enemy about that is the comfort zone. Yeah. So if this is like, how can I say this? The comfort zone is very, how can I say this? There's like different meanings to it, but the most known one is when you're too comfortable with living with your parents where you don't want to do anything except kind of just leeching off of your parents' home and home cooking and all that. It's even worse when you don't do like chores or anything like that to help your parents out with the house and you're just stuck in your room all the time. That's more of being lazy in a way. And you're not doing anything to contribute to help out with your parents, and you're not doing anything to better yourself or learning about stuff to help you pursue a career that you want in the future without being pressured by anyone to do your job or to find the job. Because there are some people out there who are quite spoiled by their parents to the point where they rely on their parents for everything than relying on themselves to be self-sufficient with being able to do rent or doing school or trying to go to college or anything like that. So it's just going to be an ongoing battle of you're so comfortable to the point where you blame the environment for your living situation. I think that's like my pet peeve right there. Is like when people are saying that everything is out there to get them, but they're like living so comfortably because they don't have to worry about their own finances and rely on other people for their finances to the point where they can't grow as a person and just instinctively just say that like, oh, well, I don't have enough money to move out, because a person just spends all their money on disposable things like food, or how can I say it? Food, partying out at night all day, all long, not having a job, like to actually get those source of income to save for your future. It's like that's like the one of the definitions of people in their comfort zone. Gotchas, yeah. I think some people fear the hitting the wall, being punched by reality, so some people created a safe place and refused to try. Yeah, like that I get too. It's like that level of definition of comfort too, because people are comfortable with where they're at right now because there is no risk or anything that would be like life shocking for them. And when people do not want to try, they don't have that sort of motivation. Like they do have some kind of motivation inside of them, but they don't want to risk losing the courage to be disliked. I've not read that book before, but if it's something regarding that, that would be a pretty interesting read. But then again, I feel like a lot of people are not ready or educated for these kinds of things. I don't know. It's just, this is actually a pretty good topic to talk about. But yeah. Fruit and junk. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I actually do need to start reading books more often though. But I've just been focused on trying to program with other stuff, including the translators I'm making right now. But yeah, even bought a book about assembly. I think the thing is though is that how can I say this? It's always nice to be curious about things, and even if it's small, it could help you later on in the future. Like, oh, like a person doesn't know how to change the light bulb on a car. Like, there's a manual right there. It'd be nice to read the car manual, but people don't choose to read the manual when they get the car, or they have a hand-me-down from their parents of their car over to you, but you don't bother to try to look up ways to fix the car. Like, I know how to change my oil, I know how to change the light, I know how to change the air conditioner filters and all that stuff. But it's all based on my own curiosity that led to this. So, I mean, it's not... a lot of people say that they're busy with things, but there's always going to be that kind of time where even though it's something that you feel like might be small, it could help you a lot in the future. This goes for anything in general, not just like cars or finances or how to like rent or live on your own, but it's just like something that could help you. It's just that people aren't really curious about things anymore because they either one rely on ChatGPT or AI to find information for them. I mean, it's the so and so for me, but within like programming in general, with my aspect, I kind of just rely on Stack Overflow. Actually, that's kind of hypocritical though, because like I try to find solutions from other people. New generation is less computer friendly. Oh, really? Wait, what? The 30 task about Stack Overflow. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, like there's ways to learn programming, but there's like some aspects where I kind of feel like it might be a little bit difficult for me to understand even from my own like general knowledge. So I think the best way to learn is knowing how the code works rather than copy and pasting someone else's code and not knowing how it works. Everybody uses Stack Overflow. That's the mark of a true programmer. Yeah. I would say it's to them to start C language. I actually started off with Python. Python was actually the first language that I learned, and that was more so of in my teen years. But it was like more of being curious, I'd say. Okay, okay. This is actually like a funny thing though, but I actually wanted to impress my father about like that I can like do programming language on my own. So like I was like that one Asian boy who just wanted to like like impress my Asian father like that I can do stuff. What languages do you know? Like so far I know Python, C plus or C plus plus. And then I so I'm like kind of understanding Java, and there is I had to use Stack Overflow a lot for the HTML, especially with like the website for Echo Vcast. But I'm how can I say this? My mind is not clear when it comes down to programming because it's been like an on and off cycle where I have like the motivation that I want to do Python or any other programming language, and then it just like blanks out and I just stop doing it. And then later on, another not so like revelation, but having that motivation to do it again, and then it stops again. It's a little bit weird. Like right now, everyone is using Claude Agent to code. I fear you will see expert developers fixing AI code. Yeah, how can I say this? There's people actually. The funny thing is though, is that did you hear about the Claude AI leak? Apparently, someone actually like uh, put in a GitHub repository of the Claude code or part of Claude code's not Claude. Wait, no, Claude AI or I don't know, but they just put like a full repository of a leaked amount of the Claude AI. I was excited about programming until I realized I have no idea what software to do. A lot of infinite ideas. I mean, there's always a good way to like start from somewhere. You don't always have to like start on the biggest project. You just have to start small. And thank you very much for the stretch and hydrate, Kyongshu. Oh god. How are you? How are you? Are you? Yeah, it's more of the recipe. It's not like the actual the one-to-one copy of Claude. It's just like how they built the AI. Like, here's the thing. For me personally, I think AI should not be used for art or like generating art or anything of the hobbies of uh this is actually going to be hard for me to speak, but with those kinds of things, um okay, no worries. I hope your assignment goes well. But generative AI on art and all those kinds of things that like people have done for hobbies, I don't I don't like it. But if it's something that is done for the ease of human productivity, actually no, okay, actually this is gonna be like hard to explain, but I'm gonna say this. But what I'm doing with a translator with AI using to listen to someone's speech and then converting that into English or any other language to communicate with people, I think that's a good approach. Like I I agree with using something on that part because it allows you to kind of communicate with people overseas in between conversations and being able to try to converse with them or plan out projects. But of course, the machine isn't going to be like 100% accurate. It's probably going to be like 80% or 75% accurate. There's like a level where people need to understand the language, but using the AI to help them in a way. Yeah, in the end, you need the human component to operate the AI. But if you're gonna, I don't know, like, I don't like, I don't, I, I dislike AI art. I dislike it when people use it for videos. Mm, but yeah, I don't like that at all. Need to finish some stuff. It was a nice discussion. Have a good day. Yeah, thank you. And thank you very much for the follow. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you for the topic regarding the finances and living with parents and such. But yeah. Oh shoot, it's like 3 hours. I didn't realize the time went by so quick. Oh god. But yeah. Other than that, well, how do you guys feel about the stream? Was I talking a little bit too fast? I kind of do want to be a little bit aware of the pacing that I talk through. Because when I do notice that when I ramble or when I get nervous, I do talk pretty quickly. Still comfy as ever. Seems a good pace. Thank you. Yeah, I just want to make sure that people can understand me. Okay. I like, because I do feel like if I talk quickly or ramble like very quickly, then I feel like it might make other people anxious. You don't do full American accent on me. It's all good. What? Okay. Well, it's already 3 hours, so we're pretty much past the point. So, yeah. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day and good weekend. Congratulations on making it through the weekend. Yeah, I will stream tomorrow. I already posted the stream schedule for the reoccurring days, and I might do House Flipper or community stream tomorrow, but we'll see. I hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend. I do have work tomorrow, so I'm gonna be streaming right after work. So yeah. Thank you for the stream. Thank you. I really appreciate you guys watching this stream. And I do want to keep a consistent schedule. So yeah. See you guys later. And have a good night. I've learned many things. I'm glad. I am glad that I can share some wisdom with you guys, even though I am not knowledgeable. I'm gonna say this, like, I think you should take my words with a grain of salt. Like, this is just all based on my experiences and how I have dealt with things in my life. but you, of course, don't have to follow exactly or anything that I have to say. So this is more of a disclaimer. So yeah. Alright, well, have a good night, everyone. And I'll see you all later, or tomorrow. Wait, no. Later. Like, how many hours from now? Like, 22 hours from now. Okay, good night. And you're very, very welcome, everyone. Thank you all for stopping by and watching the stream. But yeah, bye-bye. Thank you.